like you can get froyo,
Yeah.
beer and wine, cookies and coffee,
Yeah.
all this stuff.
We like to go somewhere where you can see, you know, like they have their little pond.
Do you ever walk it?
Part of it.
We walk it with the kids. The kids love it.
Yeah.
We're here with Salem, owner of Black Goat CrossFit in both Liberty Lake and Post Falls. So 2 years at Liberty Lake?
It will be 2 years this November.
2 years this November.
Year and a half.
And you have a very unique perspective in all this. I mean, the boutique gyms were hit, like CrossFit gyms, yoga studios were hit very hard. You are in 2 different states, 2 different sets of memberships, 2 different sets of rules.
Yeah.
Tell us about everything.
Yeah, so we just purchased our Post Falls location in January. So for us, that's a very new venture. And we're excited to be there for the potential of growth. It's a community that we're excited to put in our time and energy and just value. But starting that venture in January and then 3 months later, having COVID hit, we had just kind of gotten immersed in the existing culture, you know, like coming in and getting to know them, and then all of a sudden the doors are closed. But we're fortunate that we have had our Liberty Lake location for over a year, so we felt really established and really solid there. And our definition of success does not have to do with selling memberships. If it was, then we would really be struggling right now because we've been closed for over 8 weeks, and obviously memberships aren't being sold. But we define our success as adding value to our community in whatever way that we can. So normally when we have brick and mortars open, that's through group classes, through nutrition coaching, through really investing in the personal relationships with our members. But now that our brick and mortars were shut down, we were forced to grow and evolve and expand to online classes, to challenges that can be done in your own home. I feel like we did like 10 things to bridge the gap between brick and mortar to how can we still add value to people, because that is our definition of success in a different way.
You're one of those that you had to close, boom, Friday, you get the news, doors are closed, you know the gym can't be open. But by Monday, you were already doing Zoom workouts, you had scheduled challenges. It was really phenomenal. How did you go through that process of deciding how you're gonna to step up?
Yeah, I mean, like everything you learn and through the process, like you don't do everything right the first time. And if this happened again, we would be much more prepared and we could do things better. Online classes was an easy transition. Yes, we had to get more equipment and things like that to run classes, but we already had coaches, and we could still be in the facilities doing that. So that was an easier thing to do. We had already been dabbling with individualized programming. Mm-hmm. So that's one of our areas that grew over this COVID, is all of a sudden now that we are embracing virtual, we started this individual design program for people to get individualized workouts for them at their home, and then coupled with that, individualized nutrition coaching. So that aspect of our business has definitely grown over the last 8 weeks, just because that's what people are looking for, mm-hmm. And that's a way for us to connect. We divided our equipment out. We leased our equipment out to our members, everything from dumbbells to barbells. People took rowers, people took stall mats. We were just trying to eliminate barriers and eliminate excuses for people to continue with fitness. We modified our programming, simplified it to where it can be done with one object. Whereas normally CrossFit programming, it's cardio and it's gymnastics and it's weightlifting and it's all these things that people don't have at their house. But being able to simplify our programming and give them options that they could get done within a half hour mm-hmm. in their garage or in their living room, kind of kept. Hopefully, our goal was just to keep people motivated to work out.
You're about the wellness, but are you about bacon cookies?
I'm about balancing the yin and the yang.
Well, let's go have some yang.
Okay.
She'll eat it, no, just in the hand.
I'm gonna eat a halvesy.
You're balanced. I don't like your balance. Is that how balance works?
I feel like that's balance. pretty good.
You can't just eat half.
I am.
I love, because this was an opportunity in a good and a bad way for a lot of people that were quarantined, that were stuck at home, bad habits kick in, all these things that just every excuse can creep up into the book and, I can't go to the gym or I can't do this. And being able to say, no, we'll give you every resource that you need. We'll post workouts online. We'll have these individual workouts is just an amazing way to combat that. And I think that's awesome. I mean, it's a way to stick to your mission statement.
Yeah, I mean, and habits, like you just talk about habits, like we launched, the first month we did like a Build Better Habits program where, that's really the crux of your success or failure. It's not any extreme, like I just ran 20 miles. It's really, what are you doing every day? Like how much water are you drinking every day? How much whole foods, fruits and vegetables? Are you just doing 30 minutes of something 3 days a week? Like not expecting this huge continuation because life has changed. I don't know about everyone else. My kids are now home 24/7. I don't have certain freedoms of time that I used to have. So just really dialing in those habits. And then also, how we think about ourselves depicts the actions that we follow through. So we always, in anything that we do with our member communication-wise, we always want to touch on mindset. Like, how are you thinking about this, and how are you handling your stress? Are you sleeping? How are all of these things? It's not just about diet and exercise. It really comes down to, what is important to you? Why is that important to you? And how are you implementing that in your daily life? Because if those three aren't aligned, then you're not going to succeed.
So how did you balance being a mother of 3 boys, a stay-at-home teacher of 3 boys, a new business owner, and still have, the Black Goat community? What was your way to get through that?
Yeah, I mean, we just do it the best that we can, and you just tell yourself this is temporary. Thankfully, I have a great staff who helps me do all the things that I need done. My main role was to communicate and get weekly videos done and weekly newsletters done, but my staff could handle a lot of the virtual classes. So I am at the kitchen table typing, and my boys are, they're doing their virtual classes or doing whatever, and it's like day by day.
Yeah.
That's the challenge right now. So our brick and mortars just opened. Idaho just opened 2 weeks ago. Today is actually our first day being open in Washington. So now is the time where I still have kids at home. I'm not bringing them to the gym. We still need to do school. So now that I am more physically absent from the home, this is where that challenge will happen of how do I make sure they're doing what they need to do. Right now they're at their grandpa's house. So
day by day.
Yeah.
Day by day. Salem, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Dane.
Thanks for completely ruining my legs this morning at 6 a.m. After this, we have Jolene Fisher from No Bad Days. Check out Community Positive, a TV show dedicated to promoting positivity. Each week, we highlight business owners and community leaders doing incredible things in the Spokane community.
Saturday and Sunday at 6 on Fox 28.